buddy, it's Aaronator here. We got our 15th episode of our Columbus Blue Jackets franchise mode here on the PS4, guys. In the last episode, we went and finished up the Year 3 season, I believe it was. No, sorry, the Year 2 season. And now we are here at the Year 3 draft. We did miss the playoffs, but our team, after the end of last season, our team finished strong, and it looks like our team is going to progress, I think, even further next season. I mean, many GMs realistically usually are pretty optimistic about the future and their future. At least they should be. And I'm definitely no exception. I would agree that our team, like, we've brought in quite a few young players and quite a few skillful players that I think are going to help our team up and coming. But we still got maybe a couple years till we're cup contenders. Maybe 2 years, I'm hoping. I mean, realistically, I'd love to be a cup contender, like, whenever. Like, right now would be great, but that just, it's not working out. So we had to make a bunch of trades. I'm not going to do too many crazy things in this episode, guys. I'm just going to do the draft. We're going to go through the re-signs because we have to make some big signings. So I guess it's somewhat big. At least for our franchise, but there's not going to be any major trades that I can think of. I haven't really pre-scouted too much at all. I have a bit, but I haven't found anything that I'm really interested in. So before we start the draft, I'm going to go to all of our contracts and all of our players to show you guys what our depth charts are going to be looking like for the upcoming season and just for the future. So in net, we got Korpisalo, who's 25. His last season was not great. I'm not sure if I trust him completely, but I mean, the way our team finished last season, I'd like to see if he can be our starting goalie for next year and for the future. But he's gonna get the starts next year probably, unless a goalie comes available that we can trade for or sign or maybe even draft. But I mean, we'll see. Realistically, I would like to get a couple more, like maybe an elite goalie potentially, if there's any chance of getting that, but it's unlikely unless we can steal one in the draft, or maybe a team will have one with low trade value. But I mean, how much do you want to gamble? And I mean, I don't know. We'll just have to roll with Korpisalo for now, but if something does open up for goalies, I wouldn't mind looking into it. Defense, we got our top guys. Werenski, Jones is probably going to be our second guy. Our second guy of the future would realistically be Ryan Merkley, who next year will probably not be ready unless he gets a crazy boost. I mean, he was a former first overall pick, but I don't see him really developing into a top guy this year, or at least for next season. So we got Hetherington and then a couple other defensemen. So I would like to get, if none of ours is ready for top 4 time, I wouldn't mind that, but I think no matter what, we're going to need to add another defenseman for next season. Right wingers, we got 3 right wingers that could play on the second line, in our top 6. So realistically, I wouldn't mind giving Bjorkstrand first line time, or sorry, not first line time, but Toffoli's going to get first line time as long as we can re-sign him, and then maybe putting Atkinson or Bjorkstrand on the left wing to just give them ice time, because they're either our top players like Toffoli overall wise. Atkinson played great last season. He had like 37 goals, and Bjorkstrand's just young, and I'd like to see if we can get him to develop more. Not really anybody in the system. Gibbons is close, so we'll have to look at more into him later on. Levin could probably be ready for this season. We'll have to see how he develops. Maybe one more year in the AHL, I think. He could be playing the CHL, though. Still, Latta, Milano, Jenner, and Sod. I might play Jenner third line center or something like that. We'll have to look at what our depth chart's looking like, but we have a lot of forwards right now. So this guy's sort of the wild card. Wenberg, I didn't trade him because of his age. I mean, realistically, we signed him long term, and he can still be a really good player, I hope. But he hasn't really done that great for us in previous seasons. So look for him to hopefully either get a boost or just play better. Heischer and Dubois obviously are there, so our centers are pretty good. I mean, obviously a top line center, if it comes available, we should go after. Realistically, if any all-star player comes available, like a center or a left wing, which a couple of you guys were saying that we should still go after, but I like our left wings the way they're going right now. So we'll go through the draft. We'll see what we can get. I believe we have the 13th overall pick, so see if we can draft something up with that. We have quite a few seconds and thirds that we could actually move up with, so if there's a certain player that we're interested in, we can definitely do that. But I've talked on long enough, and we've gone through the roster. We know what our team is looking like. Let's go through the year 3 draft. So I did edit players for this draft. A couple of guys have elite potential. Kirby, Dak, and Peyton Krebs, something like that. I think those are the top 2 guys. There might be some other guys that are available. Yeah, Krebs, Foot is, I think he's high top 9. Dak is medium elite. I know I made him Krebs medium elite. So a bit more defensive players. Novak. I'm wondering because low bottom 6, would Novak be an elite potential? And he's a sniper, so that could be a nice fit. I don't like that potential for Pushkarev, though, so we're probably not going after him if we were to move up. Hendrickson, I'm not seeing any elite guys, obviously. That's unfortunate. Yeah, there's really not many. Bryce Goldman looks interesting because low AHL top 4. Or Krause because low AHL top 6. That's your medium bottom 6. Oh, he'd probably be a top 6 forward. Yeah, it's definitely a weaker draft. Well, low bottom 6. Ruslan Lazarev. High top 9. That's probably a top 6 forward. Whoa. High starter. That could potentially be a really good pick that I wouldn't mind trading to get. I don't know. We're going to have to look into that. Is there any... There's really not many left wingers. There was that one guy, actually. No, well, there's a couple guys here. But Krause and all these other guys are right wingers. So there's some top-notch left wingers and then a couple right wingers down below. There's also Clinch, but I'm not liking those stats. So is there any potential guys we can go after aside from Comrie, which looks to be a really good pick? Moroza is probably a late. Yeah, he's a later. He actually has some decent stats there. Wisniewski, Dak. I'm interested in Lazarev because he has a low bottom 6 as well as Krebs, who that could be interesting. I don't see too many more other guys that are going to be great. High bottom 6, those would be top 9 forwards. These guys might be top 6 forwards. So what I might do is, because all the guys that I'm really interested in, I mean, I don't see us trading for Novak. He could easily, if he has elite potential, he could probably go in this top 3, probably. And I'm not sure if that's really... I think, you know what, I'm okay with picking where we're at. I don't think that goalie's going to go by 13. So let's slowly move along. Novak was medium elite, so good for Montreal. They got an elite sniper. Dak goes to Florida. Krebs goes to New Jersey. Okay, so Pushkarev, medium top 6, and then Kokkonen, medium top 6. That's really a really weak draft. Pacific Division teams are getting screwed. Nolan Foote goes to Arizona. Not a bad pickup for them. Detroit, Goldman, medium top 6. What's up with all these low potentials? There you go. Krause, medium top 6. Okay, it's improving now. Those top couple picks were awful, but it looks like... Okay, so do we want to draft that goalie with the 13th overall pick? There's a couple other guys here. Sniper. Johansson, 18 years old. This could be a pretty good pick too, I think. Nicholas Johansson, 18 years old. Power forward. Tumanen. Lazarev. Grinder. I'd be more... Honestly, Johansson, meh. Lazarev with a 13th overall pick. I don't really want to get a grinder because he might be like not great. Is there any other picks? Could we trade for like Eastern Conference teams pick? Could we get back-to-back picks? Washington. Okay, let's quickly try here. 2 seconds, a third, and Vano for Washington's first round pick. Will this go through? There you go. Trade accepted. Okay, so I'm not actually sure. I may have skipped over that part just because I do want to keep the video quick, and we're probably going to go past 20 minutes. I wanted to keep this one short because our last ones have been like 50 minutes practically. But no. Let's just call a timeout just to be safe. Better safe than sorry. And we can go and look at which guys we're going to draft. I think I know which guys I'm going to draft. I'm going to draft Lazarev, and I'm going to draft Comrie. No matter what, no... Do I want to draft Johansson? I think I'm going to draft. I know for sure I'd like to go after the goalie because he's high starter. That could be really good for us. 18 years old. So let's go after, what's his name? Benjamin Comrie. See how he develops. Even the starter potential isn't that bad for where we are. Medium elite. Okay. That's a. I feel pretty good about myself now. That's a good pick. That's a good gamble. So now we traded for Washington's pick. So we're going to end up getting either Lazarev or Johansson. We have a lot of right-wing snipers, but some of them may not re-sign. I'm really interested in the 18-year-old Ruslan Lazarev, though. And I'm liking some of his defensive stats. Face-offs could be around 80, and he's not even a center. Stick checking low, but 88. Defensive awareness, 74 yellow. It could be a bit higher, possibly. I want to take a gamble on a grinder, because we do have a lot of snipers. So I'm going to take a gamble on a grinder. Ruslan Lazarev. See what his potential is. And medium top 6. For a grinder, that's going to be a really good pick. Gerby, Pergozin, let's see where Johansson was. He's probably going to be a top 6 forward as well. He's dropping. He's dropping like crazy. He goes to Toronto. So you know what? I like the picks we made. And we gave up a lot of assets. And I think realistically, Washington, for them, wanting to give up their pick, and they get 4 assets, realistically, that's a pretty good deal. So yeah, let's not say that they got cheated or that I got cheated. Dmitry Kaminsky, I wouldn't mind a bottom 6 guy. You guys are probably looking at the French starter, Norm Taylor. I wouldn't mind another goalie. He's probably going to be starting potential. Spike Morris, Tobias Kress. Is there any low? Ted Gore, offensive defenseman. He's bigger, 17 years old. I like that. And he's first and second round guy. So I can get a top 9 grinder, or I can get a Gore. I like Gore because medium top, or medium AHL top 2, high 7th. He'll probably be a top 6 defenseman. He could be, no, he probably won't be high, but I like those chances. A bigger offensive defenseman from Denmark. Gore, ooh, that maybe was not the right pick. Alman immediately is a medium top 9. All these guys are medium top 9. Kaminsky was a medium top 9. So wasn't a great pick. That's okay. I like our previous picks that we made, but I mean, you win some, you lose some. So you know what? I've actually realized that I've been talking a lot quieter in most of my videos. So I don't know if you guys want me to start talking louder. Maybe. So whatever. Devin Gervin, he's probably gonna be right-handed, and he's gonna be 7th defenseman. Gordy Drury. Lassie Makinen, he's 6'4", 230. That's probably a good defensive defenseman. Pick up Makinen. We're gonna try him with the low AHL top 4 again, and we actually succeed this time. We get a top 6 defenseman. I like that. Makinen. He's like 6'4", 230. It's like Triamkin 2.0, except shorter and probably smaller. I think Triamkin's like 240, right? Yeah, Chang. Oh my goodness. Who's this? Xavier Chang. Center power forward, 17 years old. Hedman, 18 years old. Rodin, Gustafson, Griner, probably be bottom 6 forward. Glebov, 2-way forward. Center. Ooh, what's this? Center playmaker? Those looks like some decent stats. Kalle Stromberg. You know what? I'm actually going to go on. I know the potential isn't really there, but that's a great name, and he's 17, so good age. Power forward, Xavier Chang. Let's take a gamble on this power forward. Medium bottom 6, so you know what? I will take that. That's pretty cool. Kind of a cool name, I guess. I mean, medium bottom 6 is not AHL, so that's better. Granlund. Anybody whose name is Granlund should be pretty good. Oh my goodness, what the heck? I can't take this guy is not going to be a good potential guy. He's from the OHL, so he's not going to be good because the junior guys in year 3 are going to be not that great. Holy crap. 17 years old. Dmitry Spruev, center sniper. Medium top 9, 17 years old. I got to go out and take this guy. Spruev, there you go. Low top 9, not too bad. Burmistrov, Polacek, and let's keep on going. We have quite a few draft picks, so we can keep on drafting. I'm okay with that. I'd like to pick up the guys that I actually think could stand a chance. Brock Hill, defenseman. Defensive defenseman. That's what I was thinking. Just because there's not really any grinders or anything like that. I'm really not seeing anything. Okay, let's go maybe take a couple looks over here. These are going to be backup goalies. Is there any low AHL bottom 6? Any low AHL top 4? No, there isn't. That's not good. There's really no one left. Yeah, and AHL players. You know what? We'll probably just draft with this last pick and then just leave it. Is there any grinders? Any more grinders? Power forward? There's really no one there. Mole? I mean, you might as well go for the name after this. Morriso, power forward. Am I missing something? You know what? Wow. There's no one here. This is a weak draft. You know what? Let's go back up. Sorry about this, guys. It's kind of annoying now that there's nothing to draft. And that's kind of awkward talking now. Defensive defenseman, Hill. Brock Hill, 6'3", 212, 20 years old. Sure, he's probably not going to be anything. Low age, yeah, I'm gone. I'm done. I'm washed up. All these guys are going to be nothing. Year 3 draft, not great, but for us, it was actually pretty good. We got a medium elite goalie, and what was it? Lazarev? Ruslan Lazarev, the right wing grinder. My chair is squeaking like crazy. There you go. Go to contracts, and we can see their overalls now. Let's see what we got. We're almost at 20 minutes. Wow, I'm not really good with my time. Eminger, 73 overall, medium fringe starter. Turnbaum. We're probably going to trade this guy just so we can free up another goalie spot, potentially. Merzlikins maybe as well. We'll have to see. Boulton. I mean, Comrie's not really ready. 63 overall. He'll take a while, but that's a good gamble. I like that. Boulton, 21 years old, medium starter potential. Eminger. Am I liking his stats? His vision's 72. I know vision doesn't get any better. Boulton, 72. You know what? Fringe starters can get pretty good. He's 21 years old. Lower. He's a bit of a smaller goalie. You know what? I'm gonna give up on him. Just let another AHL team go after him, and I'm gonna sign Boulton. We'll max out his entry level deal. There you go. Sounds good. Werenski. Now let's qualify him for a moment, and let's see what he wants. 2 years. Oh wow. Oh wow. 8 years. We could get him for like $6 million at a steal. Do we want to do that? Short term or long term? What are you guys thinking? Ooh, maybe I'll leave. No, I probably want to sign him, so I'll figure out something. What I can actually do is, first of all, let me show you the guys that we drafted. Not all expiring, unsigned. So Vegetti we got from the previous year. Makinen, 64 overall, not too bad. Spruev, 61. Chang, 60. Gore, 60. Lazarev's 58. I guess he's taking a while. All right then. Hill, Lane. Okay, so even these 20-year-olds are really not that great. So these are the guys we drafted, and they're probably going to take quite a while. So yeah, we probably won't sign any of them. But because I've already spent quite a bit of time anyways, let me just do all the re-signs, and I'll show you guys after I'm done. Alright guys, so there you go. Zach Werenski signed with the team, so that's nice to see. I got him not long term, but I decided to keep him within his RFA status, so then no matter what, we can qualify him after his contract's over, and still we get him at a really good cap hit for the kind of player he is. So hopefully he can continue to develop into even a better defenseman than he is. And let's go see who else we signed. Tyler Toffoli accepted the deal I gave him. Wow, that's awesome. I got him for a steal. I think it was like 5 years at 6.5. He wanted like 8 years. Well, he didn't want 8 years. He wanted 2 years. But if I wanted to give him 8 years, which I would not have, he would have wanted like $8 million. Like he was asking for 5 years, like 7.5. I got him for 6.5. That's a steal. He wants to be with this team, so that's awesome to see. Stuart Vegetti. Dylan Hetherington, got him for a 2-year deal just to see how he develops with our team. then we can maybe decide whether we want to keep him or not. Hannikin, just for depth. Bjorkstrand signed his deal, so everyone signed their deal except Milano, which, you know what? I mean, honestly, he was probably the one that I thought would be one of the main ones that would sign, but I guess I didn't quite give him enough. And you know what? That's fair because he did pretty good for us last year. Michael Latta re-signed, and Lassie Mäkinen, who's 64 overall, but I'm going to play him, re-signed. Gabriel Carlson re-signed. Bulletin, wow, he just decided to reject my offer, and he's an entry-level player. Wow, he's feisty. I like it. He's a feisty American, and he wants his money. Let's see. What did you want? I gave you a max deal, didn't I? I'll give you 900 then. Defenseman. Let's see. Right wings, left wings. There you go. Milano. Let's see. Do you want 2 years? We're gonna keep him within that, and then let's go to 2 point. You know what? 2 point. I gave him 2.5. I think last time. So 2.75. No, because I'm actually not quite sure. Let's give him 2.8. Just fair. He actually played really well. Probably be even better than Bjorkstrand, and Bjorkstrand's getting like 3.925. So, you know what? 2.8 is fine. We have lots of cap. Advanced day. Let's re-sign Sonny Milano and Bulletin. There you go. So we got those two guys up, and let me just double check that there's no one else that I'm forgetting. Then we should be okay. We should be good for guys that we have to sign. And yeah, there you go. Let's go to free agency then and see what's available, because you guys are still saying no matter what, a top line left wing would be amazing. So you know what, whatever Habs fan says, I gotta pay attention to it. So shout out to him once again for like the billionth time out of the billionth video. Advanced day, come on. And oh yeah, we still got a bit of day, couple days here. That was the pro scout. Oh, he was probably talking about the trade block. I was just like, wait, the season's not even started. There's no one to scout. Joe Pavelski wants $10 million for a year. That could be actually an interesting guy. Make him our top line center for 1 year. I mean, lets our other guys develop. We probably have to move out a guy like Wenberg though. We could definitely afford him though. That's a good thing to look at. Jeff Skinner, you probably guys are saying I should go sign him because he's a top left wing sniper. Not exactly the kind of guy I'm interested in right now. Nyquist, Palat, not that bad. Myers, good defenseman, more defensively styled. Zaitsev, he actually grew in this game quite a bit. He actually looked like a pretty solid defenseman right here. How's his stats looking? 34 points, +8. He's been a plus player throughout the NHL, aside from that 1 year, which Toronto probably did not do that great. Little is a second line center. He wants a pretty cheap deal. Maybe we could look at going after him. Adam Clendenning actually made the NHL. What the heck? Actually hasn't made it because it's just free agency, but he actually develops pretty good. David Clarkson, wow, he's actually still kicking around. We should sign him. That'd be actually kind of interesting for depth. See how he works out. Let's go to goalies. Is there anybody available in the goaltending department? We're gonna need a backup probably, unless you guys think we should roll with Vivalainen. Guys, should we re-sign him? Should we re-sign him? I mean, wow, that's pretty good. He wants a lot of money for a lot of term, but should we even attempt, or especially if he's still available later on, should we go like probably I'd say maybe 4 years? It's probably something we could deal with for like he had 7.5, maybe like 7. If we get him for like 7, probably 4 years at 7.5 max or something, maybe 5 years, depending. Would you guys be okay with going after him potentially? What's the verdict on that? Even if he wants a 1 year deal, like I wouldn't mind re-signing him back, because I mean we could just trade him right after if we wanted to, but I wouldn't do a sign and trade. I would just I'd keep him for like half the season and then trade him, obviously. But yeah, he might. That could be really nice to bring him back. Pekka Rinne is coming close to the end of his career. Maybe he wants to come to Columbus. Probably not the best destination for him right now. Pavelek, Enroth. I don't really like those backups, honestly. I don't like any of them. If we're not going to get one of the top guys that are there, I'd probably just go into the season with Vivalainen. Maybe go into the season with Enroth. I'm not sure about Pavlik, though. Actually, Pavlik wants 1 year, though. I don't know. You guys can let me know what you think we should do with our goaltending situation. Should we leave it? Vivalainen bring up? Or Merzlikins? Or maybe Budai or something, whatever. You guys can let me know what you think about goalies. That's probably one of the bigger concerns. Hagelin, this is probably someone we should go after because contract and veteran and super cheap. 3 years, 1.4. I mean, we could get him as a third liner and he'd be efficient. You guys can let me know. Obviously, you're probably going to say that we should go sign Hagelin. Look what happened with Grabner. Apparently, I shouldn't have got rid of him, but honestly, he was a minus 23 or something like to finish the season. Like at the trade deadline, he was a minus 23 on LA. He was winning, and he was not doing great. So, probably not the best guy to go after. Joseph LeBate, look at that, former or current real life Canuck. So, Komarov, we could go for a defensive style player. Komarov might help out. That could be good. Potential players. Anyone with potential? A couple low top 6, top 4 defensemen kind of guys. Yeah, not really anything there. Elvinez, might as well look into getting him. Yeah, that's pretty much that. I thought I'd look after that. You guys are probably pointing out this Petrovicki guy. I'll probably go after him. Pretty good puck moving stats for a defensive defenseman. I'd like that. Frank Corrado, we should sign him. We could get him for depth. That'd be kind of sick. The former Canuck, once again. Okay, so I'm taking way too much time, spending all my time looking at these guys. There's all the depth. Let me keep on going. Vermette wouldn't be too bad. I'm just looking. I don't see. We're probably getting too down low here. But anyways, that's all the names that are available. If you guys think there's anyone specific we should go after, make sure to let me know. As for the draft, let me know what you think about the picks that the guys that we picked up. And that's the end of the episode, guys. Hope you guys enjoyed, and I will see you guys in the next one. 1, 2, 3, let's go.